Before officially presenting the class of 2005 for graduation, I would like to take this opportunity to acknowledge some people who have played a vital role in the lives of our graduates. As Mr. Koch mentioned earlier, this ceremony would not be complete without an arena filled with parents, other family members, and friends of our graduates. Thank you all for the support you have provided our students and our school. We know that many of you have had a long-standing connection with New Trier and our school community. Will all of you in the audience who are New Trier graduates, please stand so we can acknowledge you. Our alumni in the audience, as well as the class of 2005, should be aware we also have 20 staff members leaving New Trier at the end of the school year, along with this year's graduating class. These retiring staff members have served New Trier students for a combined total of 540 years. They include Mr. David Bachman Music, Mrs. Alice Bosham's Library, Mrs. Mary Bruckner Dean's Office, Mrs. Barbara Emerson Library, Mr. Robert Estrin Speech and Theater, Mr. Roger Garfield Special Education and Student Activities, Mr. Larry Grody Social Studies, Mrs. Diane Hanlon Science, Mr. Gene Helfrich, Assistant Principal, Mrs. Deborah Hill, Social Studies, Mrs. Lynn Hiller, Special Education, Mr. Stephen Hilzebeck, Social Studies, Mrs. Ruth Jennings, English, Mrs. Jean Kelly, English, Mr. Gregory Morrison, Special Education, Mrs. Catherine Narrow, English, Mr. Daniel Passion, Mathematics, Mrs. Joanne Steenveld, Social Studies, Mrs. Patricia Turner, Modern and Classical Languages, and Mr. Nicholas Zarebny, Social Work. It is also important to take a moment and thank the Senior Advisor Chairs, Mrs. Janice Dreiss and Mr. Larry Rehage, who have worked so hard throughout the year. I know all of our graduates will want to take a moment to thank the faculty members who have served as their advisors over the last 4 years. They have watched you grow and have been there to provide guidance and support since you walked through our doors as freshmen. Will the senior advisors and the freshman advisors who have also joined us today please stand so we can acknowledge you for all that you have done for this year's senior class. Seniors, now it is time to thank you, the class of 2005. You are truly a remarkable group of young men and women. Since coming to the Winnetka campus as sophomores, I have watched you study and learn in the classrooms, socialize and laugh in the halls, Practice and compete on the athletic fields and in various other academic and co-curricular arenas. Rehearse and perform on the stage, and plan and accomplish countless social service activities and projects. You have proven to be a special class in so many ways and will long be remembered for all the things you have contributed both in and outside the walls of New Trier. The class of 2005 will be the first class of this generation to have spent all 4 years in the one school, two campus model. Being first gave you the opportunity to help us begin many important initiatives. As you transition to the Winnetka campus as upperclassmen, you found numerous ways to lead by example. Thank you so much for leading the way. Although it will be difficult to let you go, we know you are ready to embark on a new beginning that will follow graduation. Please take time to celebrate all that you have learned, reflect upon all that you have experienced, and look forward to all that is before you as you pursue your future endeavors and dreams. I trust that we, your parents and your school, have prepared you well for this next step. May your lives be filled with happiness and much success. May your hearts be filled with love. May you continue to learn, dream, and set goals along the way. On behalf of the entire New Trier family, congratulations on your commencement and this very special day for you, your family, and your friends. Members of the Board of Education, ladies and gentlemen, it is now my distinct honor and privilege to present to you for graduation the amazing class of 2005. Please be reminded that it is important for everyone to hold their applause until all candidates have received their diplomas so each graduate's name can be heard. Thank you.